Welcome back. AI's impact on global call centers. Our goal here is pretty simple. Cut through the noise, pull out the key takeaways, maybe some surprising bits, and get you up to speed quickly. Let's dive in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the main point that jumps out isn't just that AI is like helping call centers. It's more fundamental.
Right.
It's actually redefining what customer service is.
Yeah.
Moving it from just a tool on the side to being absolutely core, a strategic thing, not just a cost center.
Okay, redefining, that's a big claim. So what does that actually look like for the agent on the phone or, for the customer calling in? What AI tools are really making the biggest splash right now?
Well, the most obvious ones are probably virtual assistants and chatbots. They give that immediate 247 support people expect now. You look at Bank of America's Erica handling, over 1 billion interactions and apparently getting it right 98% of the time.
1 billion. Wow.
Yeah. Or H&M, the virtual assistant, apparently handles 70% of queries by itself and replies 3 times faster.
Okay, so it's more than just those simple FAQ bots we used to see then.
Oh, much more. We're seeing intelligent call routing now, using predictive stuff to figure out the best agent for your specific problem. And real-time sentiment analysis. Basically, coaching agents during the call based on how the conversation's going.
Coaching them live.
Yeah. Plus, automated transcription, cutting down that tedious after-call work. These things all work together, you see. It's an ecosystem. The aim isn't like 100% automation. It's finding the right level. Smart bots know when they're out of their depth and need to hand off to a human.
Optimal automation, right. So, okay, apart from making things run smoother, what are the big wins for companies doing this?
Cost is definitely a major one. I think Gartner estimated conversational AI could slash agent labor costs by something like $80 billion by 2026.
80 billion, that's significant.
Huge. But it's not just costs. It enables that hyper-personalization everyone talks about, improves the whole customer journey. And interestingly, it can actually make agents better by freeing them up from the boring, repetitive tasks. They can focus on the complex stuff that needs empathy, real human intelligence. Look at Verizon. They apparently use generative AI to help reskill customer service folks into sales agents and saw a 40% bump in sales. So AI is driving new business models too.
Okay, that Verizon example leads right into the big question, the one everyone asks.
Wow.
What about the people,
Yep.
the jobs? Is it just mass displacement, or is the picture maybe a bit more complex than that?
It is, yeah. That's a really crucial point. While, sure, AI will automate a lot of routine tasks, the consensus seems to be shifting. You hear this phrase a lot now. People who use generative AI will replace people who don't.
Okay, so it's evolution, not extinction.
Kind of. It's more about redefining roles. Humans move from just doing tasks to orchestrating the overall experience, solving the really tricky problems. Think about the Philippines, a huge call center hub, right?
Yeah.
They actually added 135,000 jobs in their BPO sector in 2024, even with AI growing.
Really? Added jobs. That seems counterintuitive.
It does, but it points to this paradox. Automation creates demand for new, higher value, more specialized skills, even as it displaces other roles.
So these evolving roles.
Yeah.
What kind of new skills do agents need then? What's critical for them now?
Strategic thinking, definitely. Emotional intelligence is huge. Obviously, tech fluency, being comfortable working with AI tools, and deep knowledge of whatever product or service they're supporting. That's why training is so vital. Companies, governments, they need to invest heavily here. The advantage isn't cheap labor anymore. It's AI-savvy talent.
And location matters too, right? Some places are feeling this much more than others.
Absolutely. Countries like the Philippines, India, places really built around the BPO industry, they're facing a major adjustment. For the Philippines, one estimate suggested 89% of BPO roles are highly susceptible to automation. That could be up to 300,000 jobs in just the next few years.
300,000. Wow, that's potentially devastating if they don't adapt.
Exactly. It could undermine their whole economic model. And it often hits junior roles hardest and disproportionately affects women in some regions like Africa, where maybe over 40% of outsourcing jobs could be automated by 2030.
So job worries aside, what other big hurdles or challenges is the industry facing with all this AI rolling out?
Well, data privacy is a big one, naturally. Algorithmic bias is another concern, the AI learning bad habits from historical data and maybe discriminating unintentionally. And transparency. Customers really need to know if they're talking to a bot or a human. A bad AI interaction can really poison the damage loyalty.
Right. And the rules, the laws are still playing catch up.
Totally. So businesses need to be proactive with their own governance. It's all about finding that balance, that sort of Goldilocks zone, enough AI for efficiency, but keeping that essential human touch.
Okay. So wrapping this up then, The big picture seems pretty clear. The future isn't AI or humans in call centers. It's AI and humans working together in this kind of symbiotic partnership.
That's exactly it. And underpinning that is this massive need for upskilling, a real shift in focus for everyone involved, companies, governments, individuals, moving from valuing just low-cost labor to cultivating AI-literate talent. Adaptation is key.
So let's leave you with this thought, going back to that phrase, people who use generative AI will replace people who don't. Given that, what steps could you maybe start thinking about to make sure your own skills keep pace in a world that's increasingly driven by AI? Something to mull over.